Welcome to the Creative Plan Podcast Network. Join us as we share our favorite RPGs, one-shot games, tabletop games, reviews of items, and convention panels, and other exciting things that we run into from time to time. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Hey guys, Jim here. Welcome back to another #RPGADAY2018. It is August the 17th, which is describe the best compliment you've had while gaming. I have to say I've been lucky. I've had lots of compliments while gaming. But I have to say one of the absolute best compliments I ever received was at a open table gaming that we do at Tucson Games and Gadgets. We were having a game session. You know, it's pretty much anyone can show up with a character and you can join in the action. Some folks, unfortunately, have new characters, so they're a little lower on the totem pole, so I try to, tier things up. So there's the tiers from the experienced players down to the new players, so that way everybody gets the feel. And not only in that game have I had 11 players show up, which was a huge compliment at one time, because everybody brought, a family member to join in the fun. But one of the best compliments I ever received from one of my players was after the game, they kind of hung around the store while I was packing up the recorder and the books and all the good stuff. And they actually came in the room to ask me some questions. And they actually, took the time to thank me that they had a really bad week and that life was just not going their direction. I mean, there's a lot of tragedies that were happening in their life. And the one thing that they looked forward to, the only, marker on the map that they could look forward to that trudging through the crap going on in their life was this game session. And the mere fact that running a game session was this important to them to come and play, the thank you that I got from them for that was so great, because I knew what things were going on in their life and I'd reached out to them earlier. And just the knowledge of this game session was something someone looked forward to so much that they could trudge through all the difficulties of their work week, the life, the bad things that are happening, just to get to this game session so they could play a game, have fun with friends, and, just socialize. And when they came up and they just, all Misty thanking me thank you for coming and running this game and making sure we all had a good, fun time. And, hey, and on top of it, it was like a super emotional game session where a bunch of, trials and tribulations happened to the characters, but it was just such a great cathartic release that they all had fun. There was a high, there was a low, there's fear, there's terror, there's joy, and just having that person walk up and thank me so profusely for coming and running a game, That's one of the things as being a game master that I love, is that you can touch people with just a game. Who knew that just a simple game can improve someone's world views? It can make someone happy. It can pull someone out of the drudgery of their day-to-day life to actually put on a suit of armor and adventure in their mind, So the biggest compliment I was given was thanking for basically giving someone something to look forward to. And we all know, from players and GMs, that joy of looking forward to your next game session. Looking forward to hanging out with your friends and doing your thing. Because, that's one thing we don't do enough in life is hang out with our people, Find your tribe and get to hang out with them as much as you can. So, that's the best compliment I've ever received. I've received lots of compliments, but that's the best one where you just know you touch someone in a special place in their heart. So, sorry for going on and on, but it's hashtag RPG a day, and that's kind of what we do for that. So that's the best compliment I've had while gaming. Alrighty, guys. Like always, thank you for watching.
Down in the depths of the mountain, we dwarves spend our time forging powerful weapons, mining precious gems and metals, and feasting like kings. But after a day of digging for the next Arkenstone, this dwarf likes to come home to a package full of loot. Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box service forged specifically for RPG and tabletop gamers. Miniatures, dice, tokens, coins, maps, modules, terrain pieces, handcrafted items, RPG jewelry, and more are yours for only a few gold per month. You even get a digital crate along with a physical one as an added bonus. So are you brave enough to reward yourself with a Dungeon Crate? By Morden's beard, I hope so. DungeonCrate.com. Let the adventure begin.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network, and feel free to enjoy our other shows such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.